Hello everybody, this is EzraTime again here. Welcome back to another Russian videos, and today we're gonna be reacting to the Matrix Resurrection, pitch meeting by once again Ryan George. And yeah, I mean the Matrix Resurrection, this movie, I didn't like it. I gotta be honest. And I'm really curious to see what Ryan has to say about this movie because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be funny as hell. And then probably after the reaction, I'm gonna give my own thoughts for the movie itself. So yeah, I guess stay. I guess watch until the end. I guess if you want to see my review, if you want to, obviously. But yeah, without further ado, so start the video show. Oh, okay, there was that.
So, you have a fourth Matrix movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I have to say, it was tough to crack this one because of how the trilogy, ended and the story was complete and all done. Right. The story was over. It was done.
Yep, it was
But you
over.
figured out how to bring it back. I did, sir. I kinda did. Amazing. So let's hear it. Right, so we're gonna meet an older Neo, right? And he's a famous video game developer who made a super popular trilogy called The Matrix. Oh. And the trilogy is done, the story's complete, but the decision makers are forcing him to make a fourth one. Right. And he doesn't want to do it, but his boss is like, Warner Bros. Are going to make this fourth one with or without us.
There you go.
Have a problem here? You tell me.
Oh,
you
damn.
want to take this outside, buddy? I would love to take this outside. Well, then let's take this outside. Fine with me.
Oh,
This
they're
is
outside.
nice. Yeah, fresh air, right? Makes a huge difference in my mood. Gets stuffy in there sometimes. It does, yeah. Well, we should get back, though. So yeah, I figure we could spend a good chunk of the movie making fun of unnecessary sequels, just being very self-aware about the cash grabbiness of it all.
Yep.
Okay, but just to be sure so I can tell the shareholders,
Which ironically, this movie become that.
we're still gonna do that, right? We are, yeah, but by being self-aware about the cash grab, we make the cash grab clever. Oh, I love it. Take a big meta crap all over me. I can take it. Oh, meta craps are tight. All right, so anyway,
Okay.
Neo has no choice but to make this fourth Matrix game, but he also feels like he's losing his mind a little bit. Oh, he does? Yeah, he's not sure what's real or not, and his therapist is making him take these blue pills. Oh, that's part of the IP. It is, yeah.
Yep,
so
it
we're gonna
is.
spend a bunch of the movie just pretty much remaking the first Matrix movie,
Yeah,
but slightly
pretty
different.
much.
What do you mean? Well, we're gonna kind of discover
Pretty
what
boring.
the Matrix is. The audience already knows what the Matrix is. They do, yeah. So we're gonna show them again, and also just play a bunch of clips from the first movie. Sure, why not? We do
yeah,
own those.
nostalgia,
We're gonna have Morpheus
right.
in the movie, except it's not him, except it is, and he's played by a different actor. Oh, and what's he gonna do? He's gonna be in the movie. Amazing. Oh, and
Yep,
we're gonna have
he's
Agent
just in the
Smith
movie.
except it's not him, except it is, and it's played by a different actor. Oh, and what's he gonna do? Also in the movie, sir.
In the movie,
I love it.
right.
And so eventually this team of real-world
Nothing.
characters are gonna discover Neo in the Matrix, so they arrange this big rescue operation to get him out of the Matrix, again. Wow, so what do they need him for? Not much, really. Oh, yeah, just
Yeah,
kinda wanna
nothing,
get him out of
honestly.
there. Dude's a legend. Kinda low stakes.
Just like, yeah, you're a
Kinda,
legend.
Yeah. So then Neo wakes up in a
That's
gooey
it.
pod again, and he sees that Trinity is still in a pod right next to him. Now, she was an important character. She sure was, sir. And when Neo was still in the Matrix, he kept encountering Trinity, except her name was Tiffany, and she had like a whole family, which was super weird. Very weird. So then Neo's gonna talk to Niobe from the other sequels, except she's super old now. Oh, how come? Well, sir, turns out 60 years have passed, and there was a whole machine civil war, and some of the machines sided with
Which is
humans.
pretty cool.
Wow, that actually sounds like a really interesting movie, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, so back to this one. Sure. So Neo's gonna meet
Just
Sati,
like, yeah, whatever.
who's a little girl that he spoke to in the third movie. All right. And she explains that somehow he and Trinity were resurrected. So Neo's like, oh, I gotta go save Trinity. She's still in the Matrix. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because see, if he doesn't get her out of the Matrix, she might take her fake Matrix kids to soccer practice or something.
Yeah.
That does sound awful.
Yeah, again, another thing about the movie is that there is no stakes at all. Literally, and yeah, it's just bad.
So Neo and that team of characters head back into the Matrix, and they encounter a bunch of exiled programs they have to fight. Oh boy, yeah, it's gonna be amazing. And obviously we'll get Keanu to do a bunch of incredible hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah,
Something
about
wrong.
that.
His schedule's kinda nuts these days. I don't know how much fight choreography we can really do with him. Oh. Oh, okay. Is that all right? Kind of a big part of the Matrix
Yeah,
movies.
it's a big
Right, so not
part.
a huge deal. Kind of a huge deal. Oh, you know what? Maybe
Very
he can
huge
move things
deal.
with his mind. Kind of a force push situation.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
there.
sure. So whenever Neo gets into some kind of conflict, he kind
He
of
just
just
push
force
people away.
pushes people
Yeah.
away from him just over and over and over again. That'll be very fun to watch. It might be. You know, let's roll the dice. Yeah,
Not
roll 'em.
really,
So eventually
honestly.
Neo's gonna see his therapist, who it turns out is this program called the Analyst, who made this new Matrix. Okay. And he's gonna kind of trap him in time using the power that defined Neo against him. You know, bullet time. Wasn't bullet time the name of the filming technique to show Neo's abilities and
Yeah,
not
true.
the ability itself? That's certainly possible. So this guy's gonna use bullet time. Oh, very cool. And he's gonna
Yeah, okay.
explain that keeping Neo and Trinity close together could power the Matrix, but if they got too close, they became too powerful. All right. And eventually they do get close, and now they need to escape the Matrix together. Oh boy, do they have agents after them? No, agents aren't really a thing anymore. Now
Yeah.
they use this thing called swarm mode. Swarm mode? Yeah, see what they
Which
do
is
is
really
they take
stupid.
over a bunch
I
of
gotta be
people and
honest.
kind of turn them into zombies that just throw themselves at the good guys. So now the machines waste a bunch of batteries instead of just a few. That's
Yeah.
their new strategy.
True.
Yeah, so then Neo, I guess, uses his force push a whole bunch. Very exciting. And that's going to lead to him and Trinity needing to jump off a building. Oh man, it's going to be hard to get out of that situation. Actually, it's
Nope.
going to be super easy.
Barely
Barely an
inconvenience.
inconvenience. Oh, really? Yes, he turns out Trinity can fly. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
somehow.
It used to be Neo, now it's Trinity, so that's how that, that works out. Why? Because that works. And so yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
about it. What do you think? Well, it's what's the story exactly? How can I
Yeah, what is the story?
explain,
Exactly.
Have you ever had a dreams where you want
Oh my God.
you had to you would
Oh,
you,
it's the kid
wa-
from,
you had,
the meme.
you want
There's
them
so much
to
you can do
so
everything.
much you can do anything. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. So pretty much that. Okay, got it. Well, I mean, sounds good. It's a Matrix movie, so it's gonna kill at the box office. You know it.
Oh, yeah, about that. Yeah, Sing
Hey
2
everybody,
actually
Ryan
managed to
here. Hope you
defeat
enjoyed that
the
video.
Matrix,
and if you
which
liked
is
it, feel free to
insane.
click the like button and the subscribe button and all buttons of that nature. There are also like
Yep, all
hundreds
that.
of other episodes on the channel that you can check.
Either way, that was the Matrix Resurrection Pitchman. Again, I agree with most of the point here. I think this movie has no reason to exist at all. And again, I'm one of those people that one day announced they're going to make the Matrix 4. I was actually pretty excited because again, I love the first two movies, and then Revolution. I mean, I don't like the Matrix Revolution. I gotta be honest, and I think my opinions has changed over time. Because back in the day I was like going easy on the original trilogy, but at the same time now I was like, yeah, I mean, I respect the original trilogy, but I don't exactly call that like a masterpiece of a trilogy. Um, I think the first Matrix is still the best. It's a masterpiece, and it got everything. And the Matrix Reloaded was like it was it was an okay movie. It was entertaining, and certainly the action sequences was I guess at some point it was better than the first one in my opinion, like in terms of action sequences. But as a movie, it's just like, yeah, it's not obviously it's not living up to the first one. And Revolution was just like boring unless the movie decided to focus on Agent Smith. Like it's the only entertaining part of the Matrix Revolutions. And then the Matrix Resurrection is just like, I don't know, man. I guess the first 30 minutes was like okay, pretty entertaining. But I was like not really engaged to the plot of the story at all. And frankly, this movie was like this is like the longest Matrix movie, and it was just boring in my opinion. Like again, has no reason to exist. What is the story even? Like there is no danger, there is no stakes on the Matrix resurrection. And the analyst played by Neil Patrick Harris was like, yeah, I mean, okay, I guess. I mean, Neil Patrick Harris is having fun with that role, but it's just like he's not feel menacing. He's just like the kind of guy who just talk a lot. That's it. And Smith is played by Jonathan Groff, and Morpheus is played by Yahya Abdul Mateen II, I think. And I think Yahya does his best to do like the new Morpheus stuff, but then again, the new Morpheus and the new Smith, that's what I'm gonna call them now. They barely even are characters in the movie. It is like, yeah, I mean, like Ryan said in the pitch meeting was like, yeah, they're gonna be in the movie, like, and there it is. They're just in the movie. That's it. It's like, oh, you guys remember Morpheus? You guys remember Smith? Like, yeah, they're in this movie, but it's not him, but it's kind of him, and he was played by a different actor, and it kind of sucks, because they do plan to bring back Hugo Weaving back as Agent Smith, which is like, it's kind of sucks that because of scheduling conflict, Hugo Weaving cannot, reprise his role as Smith anymore, and that kind of sucks, and I kind of wish they probably gonna, hopefully they kind of reshoot some of the scene and then put Hugo Weaving back as Smith because that would be awesome to see him back as Smith once more. Even though I do not want to see any sequel for the Matrix Resurrection, it was like, yeah, just stop it, man. I like it. It doesn't need to continue enough, And Lawrence Fishburne, well, technically his character died in the Matrix Online, and so they said that the game was actually canon. But I feel like I don't know. I kind of wish they kind of like retcon, the game a bit. Even again, I don't exactly know the entire plot of the game, and nor I don't even play the game, but I know that Morpheus died in that game, and then that's why well he's dead in this movie. But I kind of wish they like retcon that and then decide to bring back Lawrence Fishburne back as Morpheus because like no one will portray Morpheus better than Lawrence Fishburne. Like come on, man, And Yahya Abdul-Mateen does the best job as the new Morpheus, but he doesn't even matter in the rest of the movie. He doesn't even become a character in my opinion. He's just like yeah, here's the new Morpheus, and then that's it. Like the second half of the movie, he doesn't even matter. And then you got the new characters. I guess Bugs, played by Jessica Henwick, was pretty entertaining, but besides her, the new character doesn't even appeal to me at all. Like I don't even remember their name, and it's just boring, And Keanu Reeves and Karen Moss, it was like, yeah, they're fine, they're entertaining. They put up a good performance, but it's just the writing, it's just the script for this movie is just so bad. And I kind of get the feeling that Lana Wachowski is not like she doesn't even want to make this movie. Like the first 30 minutes of the Matrix Resurrection is literally just like, yeah, some metaphorical stuff and really meta stuff, right? And then just basically telling us, the audience, that yeah, this is a bad idea. Making the Matrix 4 is just a bad idea. We shouldn't do this like all time. It's like yeah, I kind of feel like that's the case now, and I kind of find it ironic that they try to call out like, yeah, man, it's all cash grab and all that kind of stuff. Well, this movie is literally a cash grab, literally, and the movie becomes the metaphor that they gave us in the first 30 minutes, and I found that ironic, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, it's bad, I guess if you guys want to compliment the movie, then I guess I can say that the visual was pretty cool. There is some couple of cool shots in the action sequences, but my god, this is so bad. And the hand-to-hand combat is just so bad. The editing is just so bad. The pacing is feel weird. And again, they don't even get Yen Wo Ping, I think, the action choreograph from the original trilogy to choreograph the fight, And I guess that makes sense because again, the scheduling and all that kind of stuff. So they they can't do that or something like that because again, the the action sequences are just bad. Like it's just the editing is bad and I can barely see what's going on. Like my eyes feels dizzy, Except when Neo and Smith fight in the in the underground thing, kind of look like the subway stuff, and it's like yeah, I mean it gets better there. Like that's probably one of the action sequences that I like, but it's not great either, and it's just yeah, it's just bad. This movie is just bad in my opinion at least. And I don't know why some people still like this movie, but whatever. Okay, I don't want to argue. At the same time, I kind of get it why people like the Matrix Reloaded and Revolution. I kind of see why people defended the original trilogy, but this one I just like yeah, I don't see how you could defend this. Like, it doesn't matter if I understand the concept, and all that kind of stuff. It's just the execution, and as a movie, it's just bad. It's not entertaining. It's boring, in my opinion. So yeah, The Matrix Resurrection gets a 3 out of 10. It's really bad, in my opinions. And I glad that the producer for The Matrix Resurrection actually said that they don't have plans for more sequel. It's like, yeah, don't make any more sequel. It doesn't need it doesn't need any more sequel. Like The Matrix Revolution pretty much wrap up the story. That's it. Just leave it there. You don't need to bring back any more Matrix movie, and it's just like yeah, I guess a good idea if they decide to not bring or like make any more Matrix movie because I don't want to see any more of it because it's just bad in my opinion and kind of ruined the first or like the first movie especially just like oh man that movie was a masterpiece and then here we are 21 like what is it 21 wasn't sorry 22 years later right and get the Matrix Resurrection. Oh, you know. Either way, enough talking. I'm sorry. This video is gonna just become my review for Matrix Resurrection instead of like my reaction to the pitch meeting. But I'm sorry for that. But I just have to get my opinions out because I just hate it. Because I love the first one. I like the second one and the third one. I don't like it, but I don't necessarily say that as a bad movie and or like a boring movie. But it's just like yeah, I mean it's a movie that I kinda appreciate in my opinion, and this movie is just like shit on all over the place, and I just make me sad, because I love the original Matrix, and it changed it changed the whole cinema experience obviously back in 1999, and then it's just like yeah, kind of sad to see where the franchise end, to this point. But either way, enough talking again. Sorry. You guys can let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the Matrix Resurrection? Do you guys like it or do you guys hate it like I do? What do you guys think about the Pitch Minute? Do you guys think the Pitch Minute capture all this movie problems in, like feel free to share your opinions about it in the comment section below. And if you guys want to watch the original, video, then I will leave the link in the description below as always. Mr. Guys, check Ryan George's channel. I will leave the channel's link in the description below as always. Subscribe to him and show some support. And if you guys enjoy my reaction video, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, share the videos, the usual stuff. And yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I don't like this movie. I hate this movie a lot. And yeah, I really hope they don't make any more Matrix movie. Just leave it alone. Enough. You already ruined the Matrix trilogy, so just don't do any more of it. Either way, that's my opinion. All right, so chill, please. Okay, don't be a dickhead in the comment section, please. My God, you know. And yes, stay tuned for whatever's gonna be the next video. And again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this reaction and I guess review as well for the Matrix Resurrection. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video then. Bye.